Test your might. Test your might. No, you test your might. Fuck. Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Hyun. I am Hyun, and you are Leon. Okay. Adventures of Gary. Continue. Right now, I'm a bit pissed off, so I decided to make a video. And I meant to make it in the worst possible time ever. So we've got the Devil's Heart TFO. That's what I've been doing this one because this is I tried what is this the first one? Yeah, that I did not care for that at all. Jumping around to different places, that's just so annoying to me. I don't like to stay put. It took forever. I like to do the TFO, the Devil's Heart, and this is how I'd like to do this. Let's play. Let's go over here too and refine. I have a few purchases available or waiting to be concluded here. Little offers for dilithium to Zen. Right now it's at 15 million. Tell me something's not going on in the game. Bots. That's bullshit. 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 Trying to get the trading up for Gary. It's like the only one he doesn't have yet. So I'm at 90,000 to 1,000 or 10, whatever. 100,000. Hi there. How you doing? Okay. Go away here. Usually that triggers pretty fast, but it didn't right now. Let's see where'd that put him at. 92. Okay, cool. Go back over here to the furring. Of course, get in front of people so they can't, do that. Yeah, what kind of deals? Filter that to met requirements and just go with it. I don't care what it is. I don't care if I'm spending the money on here. I'm just going. Ooh, accept. See if it makes me go there faster. Oh, can I get them all before? Can I get this one? Okay, I'll do that. Yay. To play us out. What does that mean? Accordion. Gary is entertaining everyone with his accordion music. It's such a bland thing. He can't seem to make a tune for shit. But he doesn't mind. Because he knows that he can't sing. And he's okay with that. Here we have the Gary and his environment. Man, I don't know what it is about ads / commercials these days. But I just had it on like Pluto TV watching. Oh yeah, whatever. Watching. Damn it. Hold on. Let me get this straight. I like to run in a circle. It's fun. Oh damn it! I'm gonna not be able. Oh, did I get it? Did I get it? Yes, I did. Okay. Anyway, I was watching this. It was Andromeda was on Pluto TV, and this commercial came on for some sort of new medication or some shit, and it said could cause pneumonia instead of pneumonia. I was thinking, is that AI? Or is that someone who can't pronounce pneumonia? Mispronunciations just get me sometimes. That's one of my pet peeves. A pef peeve? A peef pav? A poof poof? Yeah. But I like to run Gary in a circle, and usually people will comment. They've been commenting about his injuries and stuff like that, and I've been responding back that Gary the Klingon has no injuries. You are mistaken, kind of shit. And like every one of his bones must be broken. Gary does not have bones. No, you are broken. Kind of thing. Ooh, let's go. Two people went in that one. I'm going this one. Go in and set off these right here and kick some ass. I'm gonna go in there and kick some ass, mister. Man, I have this idea in my head of like this machinima thing for Star Trek, which I've already posted a video of like a little introductory thing. And what I plan to do is make an intro, like in the original series introduction, Space: The Final Frontier and all that. But do it in a try to do it in Kirk voice or whatever, William Shatner. And about the toilet prize. And I've been trying to find the right planet in the game for that, for like the little introduction of when they fly by like a red planet. I think I found a good one, but it's at the very edge of the whole map, and I don't know if it's going to work out or not. But I recorded a little bit of that, just the video. I'm going to get all the video footage first and do like a introduction over or a narration over it. I've been trying to figure out what words to use that aren't the normal Space: The Final Frontier. Space: The Final Frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Toilet Prize. But more of a Kirkish thing. I can't do Kirk. But I can try. Space. Okay, you gotta get Kirk going. Let's see. Sabotage instead of sabotage. Sabotage. You say sabotage. I say sabotage. You bastard. You Klingon bastard. You've killed my son. These are mine. You can't have them. I usually do something like that when I'm driving down the road. Go into full Kirk or Shatner mode. They've been working on the highway near where I live, installing gas lines or some shit like that. And I'm like, could you please get out of my way? I'm in a hurry. You know? And I start making myself laugh. So I'm going by them laughing, and they're looking at me like, what the hell? Because I already look strange anyway, even with glasses on. Because I have to wear glasses when I'm driving. I'm supposed to wear them all the time, but I never do. I like to squint. It's fun. I am not there getting defeated. You are lying. Yeah, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. But I wear like a pair of sunglasses, then glasses on top of it, so it's like two pair of glasses on my face. People are always like, "You wearing goggles when you're driving?" I'm like, no, I'm just trying to be able to see, and I don't have any glasses that transition or anything like that. We're gonna die. There we go. Damn it, that's so retarded. But I can have myself laughing like a mad person when I'm driving. It's not hard. It's like the day when I was going to work. This person was going like 30 miles an hour. I was like, could you please hurry the fuck up? Oh, damn it, you got that. Please don't understand what's going on here. There's certain ways Shatner says words. Here, there, everywhere. Over there. Mister. Gotta have the mister. Ooh, 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 ooh. They sure the hell can. I'm gonna stand next to the door. I like doing this. Run, bitch! Run, bitch! Run, bitch! Gary! He's in everybody's cinema now. Right there. Everybody's cinematic. I try to get him where he's right in the middle of the screen. It's already effing hard, though. Whenever you have that damn cannon in your hand and it's fully charged, he doesn't want you to run with it. Regain control of the consoles to secure the shard. Run, bitch! We must defeat its drones. Retrieve the modified access codes from the Ethereum infiltrators. Always fire, Gary. Never stop firing. I don't get it. Fucking shit. Cocksucker. Motherfucker. What I want to do, the idea that I have for pressing F. Okay. Anyway, the idea I have again. Oh God, run, Gary, run! I should turn on this run. Ah, damn, never mind. Hold down escape. Get rid of that bullshit. All right, Here we go. Yay. Marks, of course, for my fleet. Duh. Yay. See how fast that was? Damn, the Voth one we had like last month was fast indeed. I love that shit. Go over there and just capture a little zone, like boom, you're done. Talk to trader. What have you got now? Not a damn thing, sir. Alright. Let's see if I can give him anything else. I don't have any leaves. I don't have any. What is that? Tulip? Nope. I don't have that. I don't have that. I don't know what that is. What is that? Warp coils 1. I can do that. Let's see. Warp coils. Right there. Oh, ball sack. Ooh, what's that? Provisions. Sure. They just randomly popped up. Ooga baga. Ooga baga booga. Ooga baga. Okay, that one. And I think that probably, what is that? Okay, I have 10 of 7 and what? What? I can't do this because I have 10 of 7 self-sealing stem bolts. Is that what this is telling me? Hold on. I'm kind of erratic right now because I'm pissed. What are you pissed about, huh? I shall tell you, but first, I have to yawn for no reason. That's weird. Okay. I have 10 of 7 self-sealing stem bolts, and I cannot use them. Are they in here? There are 10 of them. Oh, okay. Why don't they just group up on top of one another? Why do they have to have a whole new spot? Okay. If no one noticed what I just did, there are self-sealing stem bolts with where I have my cursor on the screen right there. Right there. And there was some in the overflow bag. Yay for yawning again. And for some reason, whenever I was getting self-sealing stem bolts, they were going to the overflow bag instead of stacking inside the main inventory. Okay. Terraforming systems. 5 of those, it said. There. Okay, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoop. 9,000 credits of energies. Close that out. Go back to talk to. Got there. They could really make that better. Okay. And I think, yeah, all the rest of this is stuff that I'd have to trade for. Yay for yawning again! Let's just keep yawning the whole evening. It's because I don't breathe, I guess. See how the fleet is doing. It's still at 65. Level 65. It's not really progressing as much because it really just needs dilithium, and I keep saving up the dilithium I have for energy or for Zen. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, civilian duty officers. And I have just an entertainment. Sure. Can we? Really? She's locked. Bound to character. Should not be able to transfer, correct? Contribute. What happened with that? That used to not be a thing, right? Where you couldn't do that? Civilians. Let's do it again. Nobody there. I have 56,552 fleet credits, so science and medical department duty officers. I could totally max that out, but what's the point if I don't have the dilithium? I've been trying to let other people do things, but no one's doing shit. Except there's like this one guy that keeps. Oh, look. Huh. Have you contributed anything? 0 credits. So you get 0. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Go up to there and do that right there. Yeah, this guy here, this Artur Pontiac Calgalina. Does it not show you when people join the thing? That could be somebody that's been here forever. And here I am, measly 27,000 or million. What did I say, thousand? Anyway, Got that. Research lab. Shit. Nobody to give there. Of course, I could go like boop and feel it, but I don't like to do the dilithium thing. I think we need to do it the right way instead of dilithium dumping for the wrong reasons. Science or medical. There's nobody there again. Dilithium special something. I did that because I want to see if someone dumps some bullshit into it. Boy, my graphics card is really humming over there. Facebook does that. You can be like trying to comment on a reel on Facebook or whatever, and it's like anytime you type, it's laggy, no matter what you're on. Facebook's retarded. Okay. That's Guru. Hello, Guru. Hello there, Guru. Hello there, Guru. Alright, what do we have for today? Complete 3 different Gamma Quadrant skirmishes. Oh my god. Seriously, those things are so ridiculous. And you cannot finish them off either because nobody's gonna be there to care. They used real footage this time for her face. Anyway, the reason I'm pissed. Something like that pops up and annoys me. No, I'm kidding. First, well, we could probably. We'll use home. I permanently keep home, the mission home, just to jump over there in the Gamma Quadrant. Or whatever it's called. Shit.
The founders have provided some rewards.
Okay. Oh, the regrouping. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's a good start. Where's it going to be at? Anyway, okay. The reason I'm pissed, I got a notice in the mail, in my mail box. Not email, but real mail. Our mail. That I needed to reapply or renew or whatever my Medicaid that I've had forever, and usually I haven't been having to do that, and so it's like okay, but I'd been like usually whenever I get like a Blue Cross Blue Shield thing in the mail, it's always those ones where it's like, hey, the Medicare, Medicaid, whatever covered this much of it, so you pay this much kind of bullshit, or things that just randomly seem to come in. And I have a habit of putting them somewhere and then forgetting where they are, or either throwing it away because it's junk. Well, I must have thrown away the renewal thing. So they sent me like a notice saying, hey, we sent you one of these. We need you to blah, blah. But they don't give you any information about how to renew. It just says, like, go to this website or for your state and renew. Yeah, I go to the website, right? And I've got this piece of paper that has my information on there. Like, after I've logged in to get on there and, like, put the information in to renew and what kind of things you need to do that. And it says I'm not verified. Again, okay, verified. What's that? And it says please visit like your local DHS office to get or for verification, or call this number and use this reference code. So I'm like, okay, well I'll use the reference code and I'll call the number. I called the number, right? Gave them all my information. And they said, well, you can't be verified. And they just hung up. Like, okay, damn, because we are just a verification service. We are not blah, 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 kind of bullshit. And so I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna physically have to go there. Yeah, I'm gonna physically have to go there and take all the crap with me, like maybe check stubs and or pay stubs from my job and maybe the bank statements and shit like that. Spend like a whole day in a city or whatever, just doing bullshit that could have been done online so easily, but their website doesn't know that I exist apparently. So I was thinking I need to go there, So like I started researching like what do I need and what qualifies for that, and then I get to reading about I thought I was cloaked. Now I'm cloaked. Yay! Well, that worked out backwards. Um, so I get to reading about the qualifications. Oh wow, look at that! Destroy Hurt frigates. Tetrion damage space. How did I do a Tetrion damage? I don't even have that listed as a thing. Random. But so I get to reading about the qualifications, right? Like if you make so much a month, which I work at Dollar General still, I make an average of maybe $200 to $350 a week, depending on how many hours I get. So that's like maybe $1,000 to $1,200 a month ish, you know. And so I'm thinking, okay, that might qualify me. But I also have this problem
Excellent work.
of
Less threat not to worry about.
I have this problem of not being mission return area you cannot leave. I thought I could. It told me to depart, so I could.
Excellent work.
Okay. Um, what was I talking about? Damn it, this game's confusing me. Um, oh yeah, the thing that could disqualify me, right? I'm not reckless with my money like most people are. I do have expenditures. I have rent that I pay every month. I have car insurance. I have two cars, my Volkswagen Beetle, and also, which I still have on Facebook, like the whole little journey I had of that thing, my Volkswagen. Anyway, um, that I still like have a yearly payment for the classic insurance or antique insurance or whatever for that car, and like like I said, rent and all this other stuff that I have to need versus what I want. I leave once away and I don't get once. Every once in a while, maybe a little something, like I bought like a webcam today at Walmart for $30. It said on one because I have this idea for like a video I want to do, but that has nothing to do with like seeing me, but seeing something that I'm working with my hands and whatever. And it's just little thing. I just go to the grocery store and go home or buy whatever up there at the store that I work at, and or go home. I don't go out and just waste money like some people might do. So I have more than $2,000 in the bank account. Well, if you have more than 2,000, that can disqualify you from getting your benefits for Medicaid in my state that I'm in. So I'm like, just because I'm not reckless with money like most people, and I do try to save, I'm disqualified pretty much. So I was gonna go tomorrow to DHS to figure this out, but now I'm thinking, what's the point? You know, there's no point to go anymore. There's no point in a lot of stuff. I mean, the Medicaid that I have, the plan, it doesn't cover like doctor visits. It doesn't cover like if I get blood drawn for blood tests or something like lab work, they call it. It doesn't cover that either. I usually have to pay the whole thing for that anyway, and it works for my medications. But when I look at this thing for like certain medications I get, which is sertraline is one of them, it'll say like your medical insurance, which is Medicaid, Blue Cross Blue Shield or whatever, says it paid like 400 something dollars or whatever for your monthly. I'm thinking there's no fucking way. And it says, well, you only owe like $6 or something or 10 or whatever it is. I can't remember anymore. I just give them the card and go, here, do it again. Here, here's my debit card. Take the money out of it. And I'm thinking, okay, so if I'm not gonna have Medicaid, am I gonna have to pay like $500 a damn month for sertraline or some shit? Metoprolol that I take for my blood pressure. If I don't take it, I could die from. Yeah, metformin now because hey, you're borderline diabetic. Kind of bullshit. What's this other one? What is this? Nah, damn it. Okay, yeah, metoprolol. Okay, atorvastatin, yeah, for lowering cholesterol. So I got four medications that I take that I'm going to have to pay full price for because Medicaid will not cover me if I even bother going, which is okay because I mean I'm low on gas anyway. I'd probably run out of gas getting there, and I didn't want to stop and get gas. That's one of the most annoying things. So I'm in that conundrum because if I do choose to go, I have to. Well, for one thing, I had to get onto my bank account to try to get some statements and stuff like that because I never visit my bank account. I'll like receive a notice that something like monthly or whatever like that, but I never visit the thing that often. I had went there like 2 months ago, just for shits and giggles or something to see if a purchase through PayPal had went through for something, and so then like the other day, I'm like, okay, this whole DHS thing of Medicaid, they're probably going to want a bank statement, so I need to go get some bank statements off of there, and it's like it says your account is what was the word? Is it? It was, I think it was a D, not deactivated, but dormant. Yeah, and I was like, it's dormant. What the hell's that mean? So I looked it up, and it says if you haven't signed into your bank account within like a whole year or done any kind of transactions in a whole year through your bank, it can go dormant. And I'm like, I do transactions every damn day using my debit card. What the fuck? And I said I've signed on 2 months ago to my bank, so it can't be that, right? So I go over there like that one morning. I wake up early when that's not normal. I usually go to bed at like maybe 8 o'clock in the morning on an average day because I work at night or evening mostly. And so I get up there and I'm like, they go, oh hey, what can we help you, whatever like that. I said, yeah, I'm so and so, whatever, my bank information and all this kind of stuff. It says my account's dormant. They said, well, when did you last log into it? I said, 2 months ago. And I've been, have you been doing any transactions online? It's like, yes. This is, well, if you don't log into it within a year, it'll go dormant. Then you have to pay the fees. I'm like, but I didn't. I've been using this thing. Well, if you logged in 2 months ago, it probably triggered it because you didn't get on there last month. I'm thinking that's bullshit because I went a whole 6 months without even signing into my little bastard, and and it worked. It didn't. There was no problem. So they had to reset this or that, and I had to go home and log back in and get myself a new password. Bullshit. Things. And then at work, we have like well, this is not even happening, is it? At work, we have inventory coming up very soon, which is when they come around, or these people from a company come and they count every damn thing in the store to make sure it equals what home office says your store's supposed to have. If you're low on this, it means, oh, somebody's been stealing shit, kind of thing. So that's happening soon. And we have two new people that I'm training or trying to. They haven't been being trained at all, like little CBLs, the computer based learning. They haven't been given the opportunity to do those, so they've been kind of learning on the fly, and I don't like that. Um, just annoying shit happening everywhere. It's really aggravating me. It's giving me anxiety. I like anxiety. It's really anxiety. It's crazy anxiety. What's up? What else is up? What's down? Yeah, it's just a bunch of horse shit, really. The way the company is. I mean, here lately, like I don't know if I mentioned this the last time that I actually made a video. And if you've made it this far, say something down at the bottom to let me know. Like the word um, stain on a mattress. I don't know. Something down there. 42. Who knows? Um, but okay, I'll recap. Over the course of, say, 3 months, Dollar Generals across a few, well, I'd say maybe 5 states or so, right in the mid area of the United States, including the state that I'm in, have been experiencing break ins at night to where people will cut away at the metal of the building or either unbolt. I mean, it's a metal building. There's screws that hold metal together. It's not rocket science how to get one of these things. But they'll cut into the store, cut through the shelving or the wall because the wall is like hollow anyway. Insulation is about it. Go through the shelving, army crawl their way to the safe, then cut open the door or cut the little brackets that hold the door and remove the safe by prying it off of the safe door and then get in there and get the money out and head out the door. Like an easy 20 minutes or less job that they've been doing apparently. Well, Oh, red is about. I've already done red, so it's okay. I need to do green. Come on, green. Damn it. Um. So they've hit in our just specific area, maybe 7 to 8 stores, just around the radius of where I'm at, and they Dollar General or whoever it was, I don't know, whomever, who's, I don't know, came up with this idea. Okay, these people are army crawling to avoid the sensors, the motion sensors, to make sure that nobody knows they're there. Well, what if we put one of our big old metal carts in front? Or no, wait, the first thing they wanted to do, they said, well, people are breaking into the safe and they're ripping the door off of it. We need you to change the safe codes. And we're like, seriously? That's not going to prevent any damn body from breaking a door off of there. What the fuck, you stupid asses? So then they were thinking, okay, well, like a week or so goes by, and they're like, okay, that's not working. No shit, right? So they said, okay, the big metal roll tainers, which are they call them aluminum, but magnets stick to it because it's made out of steel, but they call them aluminum. Um, the big things that have our freight on them that roll around and stuff. Whenever they wanted us to fill that thing up with water, like cases of water, push it in front of the safe, and then get a dog tie, which is just a little clip of chain on both sides or whatever, and chain this damn thing to the safe, so that they would have to unchain it and move it out of the way, which would cause the motion sensors to go off. Well, that didn't prevent them from stealing things. They found a way around that shit. So now they're like, well, damn it. So now we have to do something else, which I'm not going to say what we're doing because it's stupid anyway, too. It involves a bunch of bullshit to have to do every single night to do it. And I don't care to talk about it. Anyway, so we got notice today that one of the four people that they suspect, like, they suspect four people are doing it. Dollar General was saying it has to be someone on the inside that knows where the safe is in each of these stores and knows how to get into the back of them. I'm like, any dumbass can look at the back of a Dollar General and say, oh yeah, metal building. Any dumbass can walk in there and look and observe the register area and say, oh, look, there's the safe. Because it's in the wide open of most stores. It's so stupid. Um, Yay, that happened right there in front of me. Am I not going to be able to go into this one? Is there not enough people in my session? Let's see, what instance am I in? I'm currently in there with 13 fucking people. Come on, shit. Yay, somebody else is in my little group now. Um, but they arrested one of the four, and I don't know if it's going to help or not. I'm sure dumbass general will figure out some other way to screw themselves over with all this bullshit. But that's been going on every night, every day, every night. I'm not getting anything accomplished at work. I'm probably going to lose my job very, very soon. But it's hard whenever you're trying to train people and you're not given enough time to do that. Because there's supposed to be like a way. Like, okay, say you are wanting a job at Dollar General. First thing you do, online application. And then, yeah, if you hear back from anybody at Dollar General saying, okay, yeah, we've reviewed whatever, we're going to send you a hiring packet. They send you something either through the mail, email, I don't know anymore. I mean, I did it old school back in the day. It's been so long. And then you come up there and they get your information for the store, like here's going to be this is going to be your employee ID and number and all this kind of stuff. And then they are supposed to, or what most people do, most managers, they'll call you up and they'll say, hey, can you come in for 4 hours to do the computer based learning stuff in front of you, sit in the computer or sit inside. Yeah, you go inside that son of a bitch. No, you sit in the office and you do the computer learning. You sit in front of it and just like stare at the damn screen, trying not to fall asleep while you're listening and watching videos and answering questions. And they usually do that like for the course of the first 2 days to get you familiar with what's going to be going on, and then you go to the sales floor, you start working, and you learn on hand that way. Well, that ain't happening. These two new people, they were just thrown on a register and said, "Here, do this, this, and this, and if you need it, we'll be back here," kind of shit. I don't like that, but I understand why it's being done. It's because we don't have time, and it's impossible because we constantly stay busy at the store that I'm at to where you can't even take a shit by yourself without someone standing by the door. Pretty much. Like Eminem says in Way I Am, I can't take a shit in the bathroom without someone standing by it. But like, there could be nobody in the store at all. And you're like, I need to go wash my hands because it's been a while and I've been touching this or money and whatever. I just feel dirty. You get the key, you go in the bathroom, you wash your hands, you come out. There's like 10 people in line. You're like, where the hell did everybody come from? Or you can be talking to somebody and you're supposed to greet people every time they come in or every time someone comes in, no matter if they have been in there, they leave, they come back. You gotta say hello. You gotta say how you're doing, whatever kind of bullshit. So you can be talking to somebody, like telling a customer their amount, and have to stop and go, "It's 320. Hello, 4." Like that. Your total is 4. Hello, $40 and oh yeah, no, it's over there. 30. Yeah, top shelf over there to the side or whatever like that. $4. You're like, well, no, no, no. It's 40, 30s. And you're like, you have to regather your thoughts because people are constantly needing. It's so annoying. So annoying. It's like this evening. I was there like checking out a customer, and they had my attention because they were asking me questions about the prices of things that were ringing up on the register. And this kid comes over and he goes, "Yeah, I need a basket. Where are the baskets at?" And I said, "You can wait your turn. I'm talking to this person right here." And they gave me a look. Like, or people that like don't really listen to whenever you're talking about something. Like you'll say, "Okay, you're getting some tobacco products or whatever. I need your ID." Well, here's my card right here. No, not your payment card. I need your ID. But I gave you my card. No, listen to me. Your identification. Identification. What do you need that for? Can they go in the whole little thing? It's so annoying. So annoying. So baby, these people. Most of the people are baby people. Come the hell on. What the fuck? Do I need to start it over? What the hell? Anyway. And some people repeat the stuff like asking a certain question and they just keep repeating because I need it for this. I'm thinking I don't give a shit what you need it for. If you need it, get it. Who cares? Could you show me where it's at? you know. Where'd you get it? Yesterday when you came in here. This type of stuff make you want to snap. But you can't because you have no energy. Nothing, no energy at all. Hmm. Wow. Yawn. I see green rising, yet I'm not able to join. Look, it's gonna get all full before we ever get in there. Boy, what a wasted day. So anyway, let's go to a different topic for the moment because I probably will bounce around because I'm always bouncing. But who's listening anyway? Probably no one. Um, if you're listening now, 41, 40, I don't know. Pick a random number. Um, the other idea of a video that I wanted to make that I'm probably not going to be able to do. Okay, and this is very interesting to me too, to this whole thing. All right, in 1993 or four, I can't remember exactly what year it was. I was relatively new to the computer thing because we had like a home Packard Bell that we bought off of somebody at a cheap price kind of thing. And that was like my only experience with a computer at the time. And my uncle knew that I was interested in computer stuff or whatever like that. So he and his family were in the ministry. and he was going to take his family to the Ukraine to preach there or whatever they do in missionary work. He cheated on his wife anyway, but that's beside the point. He's dead now too, huh? So um, click on it. Let's see. Fly to a color square and click join. Um, so before he went to my grandmother and used her money to buy himself a Macintosh because he said PC stands for piece of crap. And he was going to give me a laptop that he had been using for years, or for like a year or whatever, during his ministry. It's a Hyundai Neuron Light 425 SX. It's a little tiny gray, like maybe just basic gray laptop. It's like a Game Boy color scheme to it. It's purple like color LCD lens or back built-in screen. Damn it, it's hard to think. My head's getting hot. Um, and he was giving it to me because he knew that I like computer stuff or whatever. It had MS DOS, Norton Commander, Windows 3.1 on it. He wanted me to have Windows 95. This computer had maybe like 4 MB of RAM, maybe 8. I think I'm not sure. 25 megahertz processor speed, um, and maybe 120 megabyte hard drive. And I didn't know if that was good or bad back in the day. I thought, oh wow, a computer to my own, like my very first personal computer. And okay, well, green's full. Well, green is full, so yeah. Way to not be able to participate in that. Wait, I'm gonna do my trick and turn around. Stop and turn. So much fam easier than having to do that. On to blue, I guess. Wow, we were up in the air. Well, that's some bullshit. This is some bullshit. Yay! Let's try to join blue. Why are we going backwards? Stop it. Okay. Yay, now let's try blue. Let's wait another 30 minutes. Let's wait another 30 minutes. So anyway, he gave me the computer and took it home, and plugged it in, played with it. Oh, we are actually able to go into that. Learned a little bit more about it. Got to use it. Took it to school and recorded audio on it for people. I plugged in like a microphone and I would carry it around and let people at school talk into it like a little yearbooky type thing. I always thought it was so cool. I had a little briefcase for it. It took like maybe it's 10, 15 minutes to boot up, and it's a little great little laptop. I can plug into a monitor and see a color screen every once in a while. And plug mouse into it, and instead of using the trackball that it had, and I thought, well, that's pretty awesome, And then throughout the years, I could set it aside because it wouldn't charge anymore. Let me drink some water. That'll help. It wouldn't charge anymore because the soldered-in battery was dead. And so over the years, I'd gotten like a new computer was a Northgate, and I built a computer which is an AMD slot processor type thing, 900 megahertz. Just over time, kind of just didn't use it. It was sitting there. Every once in a while, in a blue moon, I'd turn it on, and you'd have to put the hard drive information in because the BIOS wouldn't remember it, like the head cylinder thing and all that. And then it started happening. it suffers from that brittle plastic bullshit that happens to laptops over the years, where you raise up the screen from the keyboard and it started doing little micro cracks and fissures and stuff. And like, oh bull, oh fuck. And had I known what to do to help it back then, I would have. Now I know. I should have taken it apart easily and loosened the bolts or the nuts that hold the little mechanism on the sides that when it bends down, evidently it was tightening one side up every time you would use it over the course of years, and it needed like oiling, greasing, whatever like that to lubricate it. But that wasn't going to help the plastic anyway. That was going to crack and fracture anyway. Fracture is cracking. Um, um, but 4 years ago, I thought, okay, let me look up some information about this computer because I was just curious. Couldn't find a damn thing about it on the internet at all. Maybe something every once in a while. It's companion type computer because it was like a, let's see, 433DX was like the other version, which was faster, and that one was more seen than the one that I had. And I still have like all the floppy disks to install shit, and the book and all this stuff that was given to me. And the hard drive never been formatted. Still had the original Windows installed that I had put on there, so I'd never done anything like taken anything off the hard drive that didn't need to be. I always saved everything to floppy from it. Even my little icons I found. That I made a Monopoly game using it. Way back in the day, I would use Bitmap or Windows Paint or whatever, Microsoft Paint from Windows 95 at school and I would draw out like a little diagram of what each color was so I can go home to my little purple screen laptop and try to recreate things on it. And I made a little Monopoly board with money and stuff like that, and had a dot matrix printer and printed it out back in the day. Anyway, it's getting beside the whole thing. Well, I wanted to like look at the computer, but it started cracking, so I took a picture of it. Oh no, not a capital ship. Bullshit. Um, breathe, breathe, breathe. All right. I'm just kind of holding my breath as I talk, I suppose. Uh, so I took a picture of it with the camera. I got some batteries for this. I still have it in front of me right now. A Concord old digital camera that seems to suck the life out of batteries. And I made a little thing, uploaded it. I thought I uploaded it to IMGUR back in the day. Apparently, I did not. Like a picture of it or whatever, and a picture of the screen actually working. I took pictures of the screen, but I had the flash on, so of course it didn't take. Um, and I just kind of set it to the side, you know, for 4 years, and then catch up with today, or these days here lately, when I'm working with the employee, and I tell them about they wanted a CRT monitor. I gave them, which I had mentioned this in the previous video that I'd created on here of Gary and his conquest. Of course, this is not about Gary. It's not about Star Trek. It's about me venting. But it got me into wanting to go back through my old computers that I had over the years and just get them souped back up, clean them up and just kind of restore them a little bit, clean the dust off of them, and put a new battery in there, CMOS batteries, stuff like that. So I get the little guy out, right? The son of a bitch is like cracked into more pieces, just sitting in its little bag because it's in a little black bag that it was in. I try to open it all the way up again to turn it on. It crumbles in the back end, like pieces everywhere, and now it won't even turn on. It just does this whole thing where the charger will flash or whatever. When it plugs in and you have the computer off, it's fine. But if you turn on the computer, it starts flashing, so there's like a power issue on the motherboard, and you hear the speaker going like, "Puh, puh, 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 puh." So I'm like, oh shit, right? So I'm like, well, damn it, I wanted to really like revamp this thing and like just play with it, and maybe document it and make a YouTube video of me using it so that it doesn't like just disappear. And so then now it's dead. So I thought, okay, well, what can I do to get that experience again? And then I went and ran across a video on YouTube that talked about 86 box, which is supposed to be an emulator for not a virtual machine, but an actual emulator for old PCs. And I thought, oh, that's awesome. I could do that. So I used Google Gemini to kind of be there to take inventory of what I was telling it. So I took the computer apart and took the board off of there and would type out to it every chip that it had on there. And it made a list for me and all this kind of stuff. And I said, I can't find the BIOS for this machine. And it uses SystemSoft Corporation BIOS. And I thought it used Phoenix back in the day, but it doesn't. So I tried to replicate that in 86 box, and it was okay. I had this idea of like going through the history of me having the computer and pictures that I took of it, and get a webcam and like position it over the computer and like show it off and stuff and its condition and how it used to be and the functions and stuff for it. But it's just a pile of shit, really. So then I thought, well, 86 box has the ability to, if you use like it's someone's a video said that if you had the BIOS for whatever, it can emulate that by the BIOS. So I thought, okay, I need to look up the BIOS for this old computer. Can't find shit. It's like it doesn't exist. So I said, well, how do you get the BIOS? And Google Gemini was like, well, you can buy something, whatever, to plug into it, and then dump it off of there. And I thought, that's cool. I look up the device, it's $60. And I'm one of those people that, again, as I mentioned earlier, I save money. I don't waste money as much as possible. So, yeah, so that happened. I can't get the BIOS because I had this whole thing like I was going to use a picture of the actual screen of the laptop, and I was going to use the virtual the emulator to position it in there like as if you're looking at the computer and have a little virtual keyboard thing in front of it at a certain angle, and it was going to be something special. I need to use some Tetrion damage somewhere. How the hell am I getting Tetrion damage? I need to jump over to Kirk. I mean, me. Kirk. Well, it basically is my version of Kirk. But I had that idea for that and thinking about how to do it and stuff, and now I'm like, meh, kind of not even caring about it. But I'm still searching for the BIOS. Still gonna search. Let's see, what can we do? Midnight. That's right here. We'll do that to do the Tetrion damage space. Uh, yeah, it's gonna do that. So now I'm not thinking, what's the fucking point? Dumping the BIOS. It'd be good for archiving. And I've been doing a lot of that, like playing with the archive stuff and archive.org. Yeah, USS Hood gives you shit. USS Who gives a shit? Tetrion damage, bitch. That's why this ship exists. Vroom. So now I have this webcam, which is supposed to have 4K, whatever. Like I'd use that anyway. I wouldn't. I think 4K is a bit overrated when it comes to just making regular YouTube videos that no one's gonna watch. I want to be able to see. Thank you. Oh, I already got it. Yay. Okay, bye. It's green. It's the Defiant. It's going into the other universe. Yeah, okay. Why am I being attacked? I did not hurt you at all. Yay, that helped me out a little bit too. Okay, we can get out and go back. Oh, Endeavor's is flashing. Keep it open. I don't know if I mentioned in the last video either. We have, since I did mention it in this one barely. There are like replacing gas lines and stuff around my area, so there's a lot of people like equipment out around the highways and stuff like that, making it virtually impossible to to drive and have to stop and stuff. So I thought I'm gonna take a back road that is around here and go to work that way. Well, it didn't work out for me. Apparently, the road is decayed so much that they're using gravel instead of like asphalt and whatnot to cover holes, pot holes, and culvert areas that have been worked on. So I was driving maybe like 30 miles an hour down this 55 hour road because it's not worth driving that fast down. I hit it just right in my car. My car pinged and like kind of popped up into the air and then fell back down again. I'm thinking, oh shit. And then it was like gravel on this road too because they've replaced some of it with gravel, so I didn't know what was going on. I was like, all right. So I pull over as soon as I get to an actual highway that's got a good ground on it, and I look and I see a bulge down there where the tire meets the rim of my car. The little hubcap thing was bumped out. I'm thinking, oh shit, and it's flat. I'm thinking, fuck, pop a tire. And then so instead of going to work, which I was going to go like early because I wanted to go to Walmart first, and that wasn't going to happen now. Um, so I had to go to a tire place, a front end place that was just right down the road. Well, I say right down the road is several miles. Let's say about 10 to 20. Driving real slow. Of course, you can't have your flashers on if you're in an emergency kind of thing because that's against the law. Um, and I go there and I said, I think I may have popped my tire. Could you look at it? Sure enough, like the rim was bent out or like bent in because of that, and it just disconnected from the actual tire. So it wasn't nothing got popped. It just bent the rim. And he says, "Oh wow, how'd you do that?" And I told him what road I went down. He goes, "Oh yeah, that makes sense then." I'm thinking, yeah. So, but they didn't charge me. They just got a little rubber mallet and hit it back into position, and that was it. I thought, well, that's cool. You know, destroy Voth ships at Dyson Sphere. We can do that real quick. Space Alliance. So that was something. And now my Volkswagen, another tire on it is dry rotted and falling apart. I can't win. Ground battle shuttle. We'll do that and then jump back. I have myself as one of Gary's. So Gary invited me onto his ship to travel around with. So that's where I'm on the ship. Yeah. Instead of Kagan. Kagan's like, he didn't give a shit about Kagan. Yay, Elite Battle Zone. So like, yeah. And I've been doing pretty damn good being controlled by the game. Oh shit. It is 2:54 a.m. Central Time right now. Turning 55. So, yeah. So that's what's been going on in my life. Bunch of bullshit. I don't like shields. Take your shields down, mister. Klingon ships suck ass. You gotta turn around. Big bulky bastard. BBB. Oh wow, they got a Borg thing. That's such a stupid design of a ship. I hate it. It's my opinion too, so it doesn't matter. Oh man, it's getting so much harder to work. My body's just kind of falling apart even more. Oh, we got it all. Okay, cool. That was fast. I was gonna go to bed early so I could get up early to do that. Cause everything's gotta close. The DHS office closes at 4 p.m. The bank the other day they were gonna close at 4 p.m. The post office, for whatever reason, 2. Yay. Because nobody wants to pay people to work. There should be like a thing about like those of us who like to just stay up at night, night owls and stuff that they don't sleep during the like nighttime, but sleep during the day. There should be places open for us like that instead of just convenience stores and bullshit. Little tiny things instead of like the actual. At least that's what I think. But what I think doesn't matter. Hey, now y'all watch yourself. You're getting too close to me. Get back off, there. Back off. Tackle fighter, you back off. You back off. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go faster than the rest of you. Look at home, dude. Catching up with me. Look at that. Zigging and zagging in with a zig and zagging. Let's go to the ground battle zone and kill some time. Because apparently I still need to do the green one because it didn't want to open a while ago when 3 of us were sitting there. This game is so flawed. But I still play it because I love playing it. It's fun to complain. You can't get over there, mister? I wish I could help you. Oh, you're actually really there, too. Well, if I had the shield thing, I could help you out. Oh, did I move you for real? I did, didn't I? Did I really move you? Poor little fucker. Poor little fucker. You little fucking bastard. You little fucking bastard. Am I able to actually move you? Let's see. He doesn't know how to jump. Damn it. Oh, wow. Did anybody hear that noise right there? Like a little feedback from my computer in the game. It only happens in Star Trek Online, though. Battlezone, ally control. Are you running? Let me help you. Here, here. Does that help you? There you go. Vroom. Have fun. Do, do. Gary. Faster than a piece of shit. More powerful than a fart. Man, it was so easy whenever the Voth thing was happening. All you had to do is come over here and just grab a teleporter and okay, done for the day. Thinking, oh, that was awesome. Slide in the first and you feel the sudden burst diarrhea. I've been writing more blogs, or a blog, on my blog, on scorpona.com/blog. And for some damn reason, Google is remembering it. I thought that's weird. My little website doesn't do jack shit and that fast. It was like within a week, it already had my other. Oh damn! I died. I gotta go find me. Within a week, it put my blog into the search thing when you just search my name or whatever, or a certain thing that I was typing about, and it just showed up. So I went to Google Gemini and said, "Hey, the conversations you and I have, is any of that going out there and going into the search thing?" Oh no, it's not. I'm like, oh, you bullshit, fucking liar. That son of a bitch has gotten weird. I don't know if anybody's noticed. Used to, which is less than 3 months ago, I swear. You could ask it things, and it would say thinking, and the word thinking up there. Then it would go analyzing. Now it goes Google search, analyze, Google search, and then it shows it. Then it types to you stuff, and then you'd be in the middle of a conversation with the son of a bitch, and We completely forget the hell what you're talking about. And I was like, hey, what the hell are you talking about? Because I was talking about my little Hyundai laptop thing that we had been doing for like the past few hours, staying real steady on like what to do with it. And I said, well, the Hyundai Neuron laptop that that we've been talking about, I said has this, this, and this instead, and it says, oh, this is what you need, and it shows me like this other thing, like a laptop from the same or a company named Hyundai that came out 2 years ago, and it said, according to this, it's this, this, and this, and not what you're saying. I'm thinking, dude, we've been talking about this. I said, what's the last thing you remember me saying to you? And it says, you haven't said anything except this is what's the last thing you said. I'm thinking, wait a minute, we just talked for 2 hours about bullshit, and then you already forgot. It said, well, this is a new session. I don't remember things across sessions. I'm thinking, you son of a bitch. So I copied the previous thing that we talked about and put it back in there. Like, hey, say, you said this when I was talking to you. It says, oh, yeah, I remember. I apologize. I'm thinking, what the fuck? And sometimes it uses the word I for itself, or it'll say Google AI. I'm thinking, what are you? Are you an I or are you Google AI? You know, I cannot do that. I cannot do this. I this and that. But then it'll go, well, Google AI does not allow whatever, or hasn't done this and hasn't done that kind of thing, or whatever like that. I was going to do something funny the other day with Chat GPT. I had this idea for let's just go up, go back to the ship. I had this idea, just brain fart in my head, um, of because I was watching Andromeda and it just hit me right that Kevin Sorbo still acted like he was Hercules and then the way he punched and shit. And I thought, oh, let me go find a picture of him as Hercules back in the day and like see if he actually changed physique and the way he walked around. And no, it's the same. And then I got to thinking, oh yeah, his little sidekick guy, Barney Rubble or whatever. I mean, not Barney. What's his name? Um, I can't remember. But let's go back to home. Anyway, his little sidekick, and I thought, what would be funny if they both looked like Beavis and Butthead. So I went to Chat GPT. I got a picture of Kevin Sorbo and what's his face is Hercules and what's his name. I said, uh, Chat GPT, here's a picture of Kevin Sorbo as Hercules and whatever his name is whatever his sidekick is. Can you turn them into Beavis and Butthead, but wearing the same clothing? And it was like, started doing this little thing like that, and it said, sorry, this goes against my guidelines. I'm not supposed to use real people for whatever. I'm thinking, motherfucker, piece of shit. I said, I don't want you to use them. I just want you to make Beavis and Butthead based off of this image. Like wearing one of them wearing the Herculesy type like tunic thing or whatever like that, and Beavis being the blonde headed dude or whatever like that. It said, sorry, I can't do that. Again, what good are you if you can't do shit? What I'm wanting to have fun, wanting to kill time or whatever like that, just making you make me laugh, and you're not gonna do that shit, huh? Piece of shit. So it's like, okay, never mind. I'm never gonna ask you to help me do anything ever again. And it's like, oh, I understand the reason why you're probably. I'm thinking, no, you don't. You're AI. You don't understand shit. You understand what people program you to understand. You don't have thoughts for yourself. But Google Gemini, though, that sucker right there is bipolar. I mean, that time it straight up told me, here, just copy and paste this. Why? Just do it. I'm thinking, oh, okay, damn, shit. Just do what I'm saying here. Copy and paste that. You shouldn't have any problem. Because evidently you don't know how to follow instructions. I'm like, what? I don't. What the hell are you talking about? You something big? Herc invasion. 50 seconds. This ought to be interesting. Ranting and raving. Welcome to Star Trek Online, where we rant and rave. Okay. I'm gonna get back. If you've reached this part right now, ST all the way. La 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 la. Star Trek number 1. I don't know what you want to put there. But if you've made it this far, I'm going to talk more about like the idea that I had for Star Trek Online Machinima. What I have already put out there, I didn't realize was like a 2 minute thing. I was like, okay, that's interesting because most of the introductions to the episodes was 2 minute opening thing or whatever, cold open. So if I do the Space Final Frontier thing, that could be that, and then after that, I could actually make like a 10 minute machinima something based off of. Oh, it's going to reset it. Okay, never mind. Based off of like an actual episode type scenario, or excuse me, William Shatner scenario. Let's collect those right there and see how far that put us. Probably not very far. Still 92. Okay, current map. Um, but like stretch it out because where I left off with the machinima thing was what's it called? It's one of the patrols, and this sucker was difficult to get it right or get it the way I wanted it to. Trouble over Terra or Terra. Yeah, because it went in and I faded out, and that was gonna go like space, the final frontier kind of thing. These are the voyages of the Starship Toilet Prize, but more of a Shatnersness to it. To boldly flush where it was going to be like its ongoing mission to spread terror, and I don't know. Um, but I was gonna like you lead into where you leave off and go into the mycelial thing or whatever, and then kind of bring up like, sir, we're getting more reports across the area of our patrol route or something, another something. So you go there and try to figure things out, then come back to the ship and try to figure out how to machine myself that way too, since the TOS bridge is fucked up. Where people don't sit in the right places. I was going to go to like sick bay, the quarters, inside the ship, outside the ship, on the ground, kind of bullshit like that. It's going to be really hard if I were to do that. But my whole idea was to make it like full episode length at one point, if I get motivated to do something like that. All right, we're looking for green. Green. Hello, Mr. Green. How you doing, Mr. Green? Yay, back where we came from. All right, cool. Yay, let's try this again. Let's try green again. But I was gonna do like I said, maybe a full length thing because it's usually the acts of Star Trek, which is the cold open, then the intro credits, opening sequence, and then it's like maybe 10, 10, like 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe 4 10 minutes, or like act one, two, three, and final ending scene act or whatever like that. That's what they usually go through. And like do it that way and make the credits and all that kind of stuff. I had that idea in my head, but motivation and depression just don't want it to happen. Plus, like the time in which it would take to do it, because I did spend a good like few days trying to find the best area inside the actual game to film like a red planet. Because in the introduction of one of the seasons, they like go by a red planet, and I thought, oh, that's cool. I'll try to like make that too. And I went over to the Archer system on here on in the beta quadrant, and that was like a reddish planet there, and I thought that'd be cool. But it's at the very edge of the map, so that didn't work out. I'm trying to do like the little flyby things and stuff too, because I practiced that back and forth. And of course, when you're in that space and you barely press forward, the sucker jerks ahead, so it was really difficult. Um, and a flyby of a planet is difficult. It's like a manipulation of distance and stuff to make it look right. But yeah, I had that whole thing like even playing it like storyboarded in my head. Like when it comes out of the opening sequence, it's like a picture of the captain's face, and then a picture of like the mycelial thing getting closer to it, and I would be like, shields up, red alert, kind of thing. Again, with I guess I already said that in the other one. Shields up, red alert, Mister. But I also had this idea of so I asked it. Okay, I'm a big fan of the Wi-Fi's. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It's awesome. The guy AJ on there does the conspiracy things and whatnot, and government cover up stories and stuff, and debunks them and stuff. And he has this little sidekick, a goldfish in a bowl named Hecklefish. And in one of his videos, under in the comments, I asked if it would be okay if Hecklefish cameoed in like a as an officer on board my fake starship or whatever in the machinima that I want to create. And he never responded back, so he didn't see the comment. But I was thinking, like, you kind of like when you're on the bridge and the camera's like on the captain in the background, you just see this goldfish in a bowl. But it never happened. My little lazy ass. Yay, red. Yay for red. Good job, red. Still waiting on green. Hour two. Hour two of waiting on green. That's exaggerating, but it'll make for funny content on there. On the screen right there. I make a lot of people laugh at work. It's mostly because I'm insane. Like the other week ago or a few weeks or something like that, when the customer was complaining about nobody being up front or nobody being available to check them out immediately as soon as they get to the register, kind of bullshit, and they don't want to have to use the other register. No? Ah, fuck. I forgot. You gotta, like, press the damn button first. No. You just. Go to a zone, click the button, and then it just happens. Like, look, the zone doesn't people in it. It just says, okay, and loads it. What does it actually? Does it used to flash right there, right? No, no, none queued. Okay, what the hell is this flashing? Joined it again. Okay, I thought for fucking sure I clicked join one more to go. 5 people. It's flashing again. Maybe I didn't click it. Thought I did. Maybe I didn't a while ago and I thought I did. I don't know. I can't remember. Maybe someone's gonna say, "Oh, you dumbass! Look what that happened right there." Yeah. But no, this dude was in line and he just kept talking about this is bullshit. I said, "What's bullshit?" He said, "Having to wait up here and no one's ever having to use this damn register." I said, "What's so bad about using this register?" I said, "It's not self checkout, so you don't have to worry about using it. I have to worry about using it for you. It's assisted." He said, "Retarded." I said, "Oh yeah, retarded. I'm retarded." He said, "Yeah, this whole thing is stupid." And I said, "Stupid? You want to see something stupid? I can show you something stupid." So I picked up like the little handheld gun wand thing, you use to scan shit with,
The Herc are swarming
and
nearby and
I hit myself in the head with it really hard. And he said, "You're retarded. That was stupid." I said, "I told you I was going to show you something stupid." And I said, "You know what? It doesn't matter. Just like you complaining about this doesn't matter." And he said, "You don't want to mess with me." And I was like, "You don't want to mess with me either?" And I started laughing like the Joker and stuff, just out of my mind laughing. Because it's gotten to that point where my mind is not sane anymore. Um, but he just kept mumbling and mumbling, so I just kept mumbling too. And he was like, the whole world type thing needs to burn. I said, "I want a front row seat too. I can sit right next to you, man. We can watch this whole thing just go up in flames. I want everything to die." Just that, because he was like all like huffing puffing. You know, people complain about bullshit. I tell you, I complain about bullshit. They'll come in there and they'll say, "Well, we can't complain." I said, "Yeah, it costs too much." And they're like, "What? What are you talking about?" I said, "It costs too much to complain." They're like, "What do you mean?" I say, "Well, if you want to complain to somebody, you have to pay them, a psychiatrist, for instance. And when you're complaining about your life to them that they don't really give a shit about, they're looking at their clock going, okay, well, it's almost time to close this down type thing, right? Or, well, we'll sit here, they'll pay me more kind of thing. Um, yeah. So they give me that look like, yeah, kind of thing. And I'm like, yeah, back to you, you know. I'm surprised I don't get in trouble for using foul language at work. Constantly like saying shit in front of like customers and kids and stuff. Can't though. It's freedom of speech. Even though it's just no vulgar language, who gives a shit? Just like YouTube, you can't say it within like 10 seconds, minutes, or something of a video. Fuck. Yay! Did we win? I don't know if it's green. Does that mean we win, or is it red if we win on hurt thing? I don't ever know.
Well done. The destruction of that flagship will slow the hurt down.
Good. Bye. Man, what does everybody think about this October 14th thing? Like Windows 10 gone. My mom's computer and my stepdad's computer all use it, and that computer works fine, perfect. But it's gonna be over. I'm thinking maybe Linux Mint will be needed to put on hers. So I was gonna try to buy a whole computer, but since I have too much money in the bank, that would be too much of a hassle to really waste it like that responsibly. What was that? One of the terms I read about, like down spending or some shit. I don't know. I was gonna say something else too. What was it? What was I gonna say? I don't remember. Me either. Okay. Ooh, we got a little mark thing. What's another thing up here? Something's up here that I need to, because it always gets filled in. Or is that on my other? There's that. Okay. Because I always sort this stuff and it ends up every damn where again, no matter what I do. I was talking about. Wow, that didn't even pop up. Hmm. Hello? Okay. Hello? Balu? Better? Hello? Balu? Blue? Man, it was going to be something important too that wasn't important. Damn it. Something I thought was important, it's not important. Everything's not important, really. If you think about it hard enough. Let's see, people listening to you complain about shit. A psychiatrist doesn't give a shit. It was something else. Damn it. Something probably going on. It's at the tip of my tongue, and it will not come out. Windows 11, 10, Windows 11 update, mom's computer thing, October 14th, October. Oh, Tron Ares comes out the 10th too. That's going to be interesting. I want to see what that's all about. Because it's going to have Jeff fucking Bridges, man, in it. It was something else about October. October. And money that I don't waste money. Uh, Damn it! It was October. Something to do with October. October 17th is inventory. So 10th is Friday. 17th is a Friday. It's got to be a Friday. And they said that they would let me be off on a Friday. So if I'm off on a Friday, that's inventory. For inventory. Yeah. No, we don't want to. You want to join there? Damn it! What was it? I could have sworn it was going to be important, but it's not. Well, never mind then. This has been a very shitty video of ranting by, some would call me Scorpona. Nodnar backwards. Uh, yeah. Ravings of a mad lunatic. Let's just put it that way. Yeah. Anything else? Anything else? Boy, I really gotta get my car working better. That damn fan in the back. Anyway, let's see. How long have I been doing this? An hour and 25 minutes. Holy shit. Shitty holy. Sholy shit. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Okay. Well, if anyone finds this fun, entertaining, or sad and depressing, let me know in the bottom of the comments. Cause shit, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, have a good evening. Bye bye.